What's going on, my fam sizzles? It is so good to have you here today. As you may notice, I am not wearing my normal button up, open, long sleeve shirt. It's because Seattle, we're hosting, I think, believe 6 matches for FIFA World Cup in Seattle. And last night's couple, excuse me, it was Friday's couple, actually. We had a Friday wedding celebration. They're soccer fans, and they were like, "Hey, we're a little concerned. Maybe traffic's going to be bad getting to us." Um, so they were nice, and they actually gave a little extra cash as a tip. So I was very thankful, very grateful. First and foremost, congratulations. Um, Awesome wedding. So glad you had me there as your DJ. I'm sorry, I got to zip this down a little bit. Okay. Um, so happy you had me there as your wedding DJ. You never know. Like, it was a little bit of a smaller wedding, and I think their concern was too. It was like, well, we're a little smaller, but we want to have a good time. And boy, did they. So it was at Paradise Village Hotel and Restaurant, and that's an amazing venue too. Like, I hadn't been there before. This was one of my first times, so I was super. I'm always super pumped to go to a new venue. So this one was super fun. Um, it's always amazing, like, to see everyone dancing, like literally everyone. Like, yeah, there may have been a few people in the chairs going like this or like this, but they were still having a good time. So that I consider that dancing. And they were singing. You can sing from the chairs. So it was really cool. Yeah, it always gives me goosebumps, like, just to see families and friends and just celebrating love and togetherness and just losing themselves in that moment where nothing else matters in that moment. This is it. We're just gonna have a great time. So it was really cool to see. I always know there's always gonna be a guest somewhere that's gonna be like, I don't dance. I'm not that person. And I say, that's fine. I get it. But if DJ I Sizzle is there, you're kind of obligated. So I never take no for an answer. Just least you can do is just get up and kind of be like this, or you can be like this, or hey, pretty simple. So there's always ways to get involved if you're not a big dancer, and you go to a wedding. You're like, well, how do I dance? Just keep it simple. Couple moves on the floor. You don't have to get crazy with it. Just have a fun time. Everybody else have a fun time. You don't have to go crazy with it though. Don't embarrass yourself and don't embarrass everybody else. But a little bit of like sway, maybe even a little 80s back and forth, 1 foot there, 1 foot there, 1 foot there, 1 foot there. Pretty easy stuff. If you have a, boyfriend or girlfriend there, that helps. You can dance with them too. Can always dance on the sidelines. Nothing wrong with that. So, oh, shout out to BB's event planning or wedding planning. Big thank you to Brittany over there. Um, she has been gracious enough to recommend me to a few different couples this year, and a heartfelt thank you. Like, seriously, a heartfelt thank you. Like, it means a lot. Like, to be referred and then to be trusted and to know that you're going to do the job that is expected of you. So that means a lot. It means a great deal to be trusted enough for that. So big thank you to Brittany again. And I look forward to it because we're gonna see her again. We're gonna see the staff at her company. We're gonna see them a couple more times this year. So looking forward to that. Um, so going back to like the whole dancing thing, I think there's techniques that that I use, and those techniques they start way before I arrive. They start with online posting, showing me doing Zumba. If a guest sees that DJI Sizzle is going to be at your wedding, they see DJI Sizzle online dancing, not being afraid, they're going to have a better time because they feel like they can connect with you and say, "Oh, that's cool. If DJI Sizzle is going to be dancing, then I can do a couple moves here. I don't have to dance the whole night, but I can give 'em, we can have a couple moves for the bride and groom, that whole thing." So it starts way before I get there. It starts way before I push play on the first song of the night that gets everybody on the dance floor. Um, but it actually, like, it starts when I arrive as well. Like I'll kind of put a vibe out there. I'll always say a little prayer the night before, just guide my hands, loosen people up, remove those thoughts from their minds and make it so they don't have a good time with the couple tonight, tomorrow. Um, and you got to get the crowd involved early, you know, and that comes like to like all the pre-preparation before you head out that day. You talk to the couple, you get what they want to hear, what their guests want to hear, all the request stuff if they're allowed, if they're not allowed, all that kind of stuff. You got to get everybody involved. Got to make everybody feel important, everybody seen. It's not me up there going, I'm playing the best music ever. No, of course we're playing the best music, but it's about getting everybody involved to enjoy that music together. And that's really what it comes down to. It's more than just pushing play. It's a lot of thought that goes into it. Before I even set up a playlist, like I'll look at the outline that the couple gives me. I'll look at their playlists, but then I build it in my own DJ software with like special edits of songs. And every one of those edits of those songs is all thought out before I go out and I play. I really think about these songs all week. I say, well, is that the best version of the song? Does this crowd, do you think they'll like guitars, or do you think I should give them a no guitar version of Don't Stop Believing? Or like, what do you think of that? You know, like I think about a lot of these things. Like, what's the vibe of the place? Like, are they more into like old school music that's gonna be more drum like centric, or are they more into like more like dance music, more like pop dance from like the 2007 to 2013 era? These are some questions you have to ask. Or are they more into hip hop? Or are they more into, you know, 70s, 80s disco funk, you know? Or do they only like Motown? I'm cool with that too. I love Motown. Um, but these are some things that you have to do. Also, if it's a dry wedding, I love those too. It actually makes me feel like I'm a better DJ if I can get people out on the dance floor without any drinks, you know? Drinks are great. Liquid Courage shows up. It's going to be a fun night. Um, and then also you really have to think about like those hidden gem songs, you know, those songs where it's like those ones everybody secretly loves. But like if you played it, if I was to play it for somebody in a car and be like, oh yeah, check out this song, it's great. And they're like, yeah, the song's okay. But if you played it in a group of people and everybody knows the words, it's a little different. It's a little different. There's songs that you play for group, like a big event, but they're not songs you're going to be listening to in your car with your friends and family. They're cool songs, but they're more like event songs. Um, and then also I kind of like put a little vibe out there. Like I kind of look at the crowd. I'm like, you know, it's gonna be the only night we get. It's gonna be us, but it's the only night we get to celebrate the couple tonight. And you know, I think we should do something about that. I think we should make it a great night for them. I think we should reward them for all the hard work they put in. I'm going a little too much, but but you get the idea. Like I always say, it's not about me. I mean, it is about me, like bringing the entertainment and the fun, but it's more about me understanding how to bring that fun for the particular couple that I'm working with. And speaking of awesome fun, the previous week I did a podcast and I said, I'm in the transit, I'm home, but now I'm in the office and now I got to go to the next venue. I did a wedding last night. I never do two double headers if I don't have to, or if I don't want to. Like I really wanted to do the next day one. Um, so we drove all the way down to Woodland. Unbelievable, unbelievable venue. Just gorgeous venue. They had live musicians there, like I think it was guitar, violin. They were doing the ceremony music. It was awesome. I loved how well it was planned out. And I remember talking to the bride too, like through a couple of emails, and she's just like, man, I'm just worried like my crowd isn't gonna want to dance. And I said, yeah, that can be a thought that runs through your head. And then also she was like, you know, my crowd, they like certain cultural songs that only my culture understands. And I'm like, I love that. I'm like, is it okay if I give you those songs on the outline on the list? I'm like, absolutely. You put as many songs on there as you want. Just put little notations right there, and I'll make it come alive. Give me the script, and I will be the director. I'll tell the story. Everybody will have a great time. They'll be entertained. So, um, it's never a problem if you're experienced. Like, if this is your first wedding you've ever DJ'd, or if this is like even your 7th or 8th wedding DJ like you've ever DJ'd, like it's a little scary. Like I see a lot of people that want to become wedding DJs and then they cancel on the bride and groom last minute. And I'm like, I talked to my assistant about this and she said the same thing too that I was thinking. It was like professional DJs never cancel. And I was like, wow, that's true, huh? I was like, we never canceled. Like, why would we? Like, we love what we do. It's a business. It's not a hobby. It's not a part time job. It's a full time job. Like, this is what we do. This is business created around weddings, around celebration, love, togetherness, family, friends, all these things. So I don't know. I think about people that are, even going out there for little money. I mean, you got to start somewhere, I guess, but at the same time, man, you got to also like know your value and know how long it's going to take you to get to a wedding, know what kind of equipment you have, know what kind of experience you have. If you're just starting out, yeah, be the sound guy. You don't have to make, a lot of money just being a sound guy. And like a lot of couples don't understand like a sound guy isn't the same as a DJ. See, what they're thinking is like, let me get somebody for a certain price, low. I don't want to pay a lot. But what they don't understand is they're just looking for a sound guy. They're looking for somebody to press play on something. They're looking for them to make sure there's music playing in the background at reception. During dinner, they just want to make sure that like, somebody has all that stuff. And if you have a microphone, cool. That's a sound guy. A DJ, he's going to come in there or she's going to come in there. They're going to come in there and they're going to get the party started and they're going to keep it going all night long. And the only way that they can do that is through experience. It's through great equipment, great speakers, great mixer. If you have a laptop, I always have a laptop because I have to have all my lists and notes sorted everywhere. So I'm always laptop DJing. They have Wi-Fi mixers. No, thank you. I'm downloading everything onto my hard drive. I'm not taking any chances with Wi-Fi. I go 2 miles away from Mount Rainier to all the way to the other side of Washington over in like Port Orchard or uh, Port Hadlock. Like, I don't know if they're going to have Wi-Fi at any of these places. Sure, if I go downtown Seattle, Wi-Fi is probably going to be it's going to be premium. But if I'm going out to the forest, if I'm going out to the mountain, if I'm going out to the water, I was over at the Treehouse Point, I think it was in Issaquah, a couple of years ago. We don't allow Wi-Fi here. I was like, what? The venue manager comes up and she goes, no, we don't allow Wi-Fi here, so we don't have it. Can you imagine if I had bought a Wi-Fi mixer and the only way I can DJ is with Wi-Fi or some sort of internet connection, and the venue doesn't even have a solid built-in connection, and I got to hopefully rely that my phone is in a serviceable area. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. That's so scary. Download everything. Every MP3 you can get of a song, download it. Do not take chances. So, yeah. And then, for me, it's like, if you're professional, you have to have an additional setup. You have to have backup gear. You have to have just everything has to be ready to go at any moment. And hey, if a technical issue happens, it might happen. Who knows? Then you just simply say, excuse me 1 second. You go to the biggest artists in the world. Sometimes they have show technicalities. So it just happens. It's equipment, it's technology. My thing is buy some of the best equipment you can. I understand you got to start somewhere, so you can't afford, maybe you can't afford high end equipment, but it's going to pay off in the long run. Cheap equipment. I remember like some 10 years ago, I bought this microphone for like $25. It was a little wireless microphone. I thought this thing was going to be amazing. I tried it out at 1 gig and the thing dropped within like the first 5 seconds. Man, I went home. Well, first thing I did is I XLR cable, hardwired it. So here's the microphone. After that, I went home and I said, let me get the top Premier microphone that does not drop out, because that was embarrassing. So these are things that professional DJs know. Experience always pays off. It's cool to think you can buy a bunch of cheap gear and you can go out and be amazing. It's not the reality. I've been DJing for years, and I don't know. Cheap gear is just not what it's about. So, anyways, that being said, thank you so much for watching as always. And I look forward to next week. I can't believe it's already, well, it's going to be the 5th of July when I come back next week, but we'll be celebrating the 4th. I have a wedding on the 3rd, which is a day before the 4th of July. So I think that'll be a lot of fun too. Um, I didn't think any couples would want to go day before the 4th of July, but I don't know, they messaged me and I was like, well, I got a feeling about you guys, so let's go ahead and do it. I said, I think you guys will be great. It'll be fun. It's gonna be on the waterfront. I think it's Redmond or yeah, I believe it's Redmond or Renton. It's gonna be on the waterfront. So um should be really nice, beautiful. I'm looking forward to it. So all right, we will talk to you on the next episode next week. Thanks again. Bye.